All right, here we are. Thanks for your patience. Just trying to get the game reloaded there. It wasn't really working too well for me, so let me know if the music's a bit too loud. I can always turn that down. But yeah, here we are in Cities 2. It's been a while. Yeah, I was looking forward to diving more into this city. And oh, sorry to hear you got a bad cold, Chris. That's always a bit brutal. No one ever likes to get sick. As I was mentioning, recovering from illness myself. So, yeah, today I had some pretty good plans for a recycling center that we're gonna kind of put up probably over here in the hills. And but before we do that, I want to move over to this area here in the map. So we're actually gonna unlock some tiles today. I'm just gonna pause the game for a brief moment. Thank you, game, for zooming out. So I want to buy this tile here, and the reason for that is there's actually some pretty good wind speed in this area, and we do have the new small wind turbines and regular wind turbines, but we have been importing power, and that is starting to cost our city quite a bit. It's 81,000 just to import the power, so that's not really doing much good for our bank balance. Yeah, so if we can get power exported instead, so I think we can probably place probably 2 wind turbines, and then again here we've kind of got right around 6 megawatts of power kind of in wind direction here. So although you slept today, you're tired again? Yeah. I slept a lot when I was feeling unwell there, so I can definitely relate to that. So I'm going to try and make sure we can get both of these in here right around 6 megawatts, just like that. And yeah, we will get these hooked up here, and then... Oh, I want to be underground for that. So we'll get that one hooked into there, and then just into this cable here, and that power should flow right through into our city. And then we do have our little transformer down here from the Netherlands pack, and yeah, that should hopefully export some power as well. So woke up with a cramp. Oh, that's the worst. So I'll take it off pause there. So we spent a little bit of money. I'm just gonna ignore these noise pollution symbols. Every time there's an update or something with the no pollution mod, we tend to have some noise issues. So I could probably just go into my mod settings here real quick, and we can just go ahead and noise pollution reset, and that should hopefully fix that up. But yeah, if we just kind of look at our budget here for a second and kind of let this speed up as the power, yeah, we should start exporting here shortly. So that should give us some money that'll actually start coming into the city, which is ideal. So we're making 12, and yeah, as you can see, the service trade is now 0. And if we come into our services, electricity is actually making us $4,000 at this moment. So with the exports, yeah, it's definitely gonna at least reverse some of our negative budget trend there. So we'll have some money to work with today. We could even, you know, spend money to make money here a little bit. We can come into the upgrades, and the solar assist is 25. Actually, the advanced rotor system is cheaper, and it looks like it's going to put out a little bit more power. So we'll put the advanced rotor system on each one as well. So we'll spend a little bit more money, but then that should hopefully create a lot of power for us to export there. Now, this area I was actually going to build a bit of a green industrial park. But like I mentioned in Discord a while ago, the service blocks were not currently working with the current version of the game, and I haven't investigated since then if those have started to work. So that'll be something we'll come back to a later date. So we'll actually get this area kind of cleaned up and looking a lot better than it is right now. But yeah, it looks like our budget is on its way up. So yeah, I think today, so the focus was going to be a little recycling center. And so what I wanted to take advantage of was the in the garbage collection, we have the garbage service block. I forget who the asset creator is. It might have been the same one who does the static ploppables, whose name I can't remember at the moment. I think if I select it, it probably tells me, but yeah, so we can kind of place this down anywhere, and it creates a little garbage service block, and then we have upgrades that we can kind of attach to it, and we can kind of make our own little custom recycling center. But I think we want to have a relatively flat area, so I think I'm going to grab just a smaller height here, maybe right around there. We'll just kind of push the terrain back a tiny little bit, create ourselves a little bit of a flat spot, and then the nice thing is we can kind of really customize this you know, recycling center to our city, and you know, that way we're not spending too much money that we don't have to sort of take care of our city needs. But we will need garbage collection eventually, so that's kind of why I wanted to get into that today. So we have a nice little flat pad here. Also just go ahead and remove a bunch of the trees. So we'll grab our forest brush, we'll just turn the strength up here. We don't need a lot of these trees in here. This is all going to be industrial area in here, so we can probably wipe out most of these. And just have ourselves a nice clean palette. We'll also just take out some of these surfaces. Again, we won't be working with these fields in here. So yeah, we've got a nice little open spot for us to work with. So yeah, so I think what we'll do, in the static ploppables, there is service buildings. If we come into garbage management, we could technically place like the landfill building. Again, so we can do a lot of sort of like custom stuff with this. So if we kind of place this down, it's free to place. We also have the recycling center kind of extension here and recycling center here. So we can kind of place these buildings however we like. And then again, using some of the mods and stuff, we can customize a lot of it. So if we kind of just place that one down there, might have to do a little more terrain work here, but let's just take a quick look at the building for the most part, and then make sure there's no giant gaping holes that we're gonna have to fill or anything like that. But yeah, no, looks good there. So, and I'm just trying to see, we've kind of got this big wall here. It would be nice to attach it somehow to this building, but there's a lot of different garage entrance and exits here, so I think for the most part we'll probably just leave it kind of as its own standalone building. So maybe just move this over here, get this moved a little bit like so, and then again we'll come back and I'll just double check that our terrain is nice and flat in most of the spots here. Right click there, if I click the right button, just again give ourselves lots of space to work with in this area here. So if we grab the garbage management, we'll get the block service, and then using anarchy we can basically kind of tuck it in anywhere. Probably put it somewhere we can kind of see it. I mean, if we put it there, it's going to be hard to sort of use at the moment, so I think what we'll probably do is we'll just kind of have it sitting out somewhere in the open for us to grab the upgrades, and then we'll be able to move it somewhere later when we're done, kind of like that. So if we come into the service block here, you can see you know, there's different upgrades that the modder has added to here, so you know, we'll definitely have to wait a little bit. You know, we'll be able to add workplaces at some point as well, so this won't have any employees, but yeah, there's some stuff here that's kind of locked, but we can probably work around it a little bit. But we're going to grab, first of all, the garbage truck here. StarQ was the modder, in case anyone was wondering. And I think this would actually be a good place right around here for kind of like little parking area for all our service vehicles. So I think if we kind of have this maybe right about here, and we'll just kind of place that down there as the game kind of lags a little bit. And then again there as well. And I think we'll probably start with just two. And then we'll need a garbage dump. So this will be somewhere that the trucks will have to come. So we'll probably have that kind of go in there. And then I think we could probably also put another one kind of near, is there any garage doors back, kind of back here? Again, we can probably put a couple garbage dumps, and then we'll just kind of again move those into the building a little bit later. And then we'll kind of need to add like some employee parking and all that kind of stuff. I think what I'll probably do is just put down a quick concrete surface just so we have it. And let's see, I think if we go concrete stripped, that might be a nice one to begin with. So we'll see what this kind of looks like. And again, I'm just gonna throw something down real quick and dirty, and then we can always fix up the surface a little bit later, but at least this whole area will be covered here, so try and keep it a little nice. But again, we can kind of make the adjustments that we need a little bit later on. So we'll get that in like so. Ooh, that is really bright. Maybe we'll go ahead and see. Oh, I don't have area bucket installed. That's annoying. So unfortunately I can't just replace the surface. Okay, so let's go ahead and delete that one because that one just about blinded me. I think the very dark is probably going to be a little bit of a better option there. Yeah, so anyways, so we'll be having this series still run live. I know I mentioned kind of in Discord that we were going to talk about, yeah, it's a lot better. We'll put down some, decals and stuff later. Yeah, we talked a lot about sort of a new series coming soon. It's something I still really want to get going. Keeping this one, live, I think is probably for the best since I started it live. It's just a little bit easier, I think, to kind of keep it going that way. I'm just going to think about road access here. Let's go ahead and just bring this out to here. I'm going to go ahead and just turn my snapping off for now. Get that just connected into the road and see how that kind of goes. And then can I get road access here? It's something I want to do something quite a bit different than what I've done in the past. So I have some ideas that I am kind of toying with at the moment. Let's see if these will connect into there. Will that make these trucks come alive, hopefully. Yeah, I'd like to do kind of like a little bit of storytelling. I don't want to really rip off City Planner Plays, of course, but I think these need to be connected. Maybe that's what it is. I kind of wanted to do something a little bit of a slightly different idea than what he has been doing. Like, I won't be creating characters or anything like that. Just kind of want to like give each build a bit of its own kind of story. And a city obviously is a kind of living, breathing, sort of functioning thing. So I thought it would be kind of fun to, just kind of have a bit of a story to our city as it grows and develops. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully we'll be launching. I'm kind of just waiting to see if Iceflake plans on doing any more or if there's going to be any updates kind of soon. So we'll kind of see how that is going. These are just not seeming to want to work, so I'm just going to move these forward a little bit. I'm just waiting to see if there's any updates coming to the game sooner rather than later, just because I would like to know. Oop, no, I don't want to. I just want to move just this. That's not working very well. And so we kind of see what kind of happens there. Let's see if maybe I connect that there as well. This is saying lack of labor, cannot find enough employees. Well, it wasn't really connected to anything, so hopefully that'll sort itself out. And hopefully this service block is going to work. I did, come in and test. The garbage trucks did go somewhere, so I'm just curious if I put this right on the road, is it gonna go out? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it needs some sort of road connection to function. So I don't know if my invisible pathways are doing what I need it to do, but let's see. We can always use roads instead. But yeah, so anyways, it'll be a new series. We'll probably keep this one going just as a live stream kind of deal. And then, yeah, so I think the idea would be that we'd have a build and, you know, we'd kind of come in and, you know, kind of tell a little bit of a story, probably showcase some sort of build. I think I kind of want to do a bit of like a rundown city that's kind of being revived. And, yeah, I think that would be something that's, you know, kind of fun, kind of interesting. I don't think anyone has done it before. Nomus, hello, welcome. Thanks for being here. We're currently fumbling our way through these custom service blocks, and we're seeing if if what I'm doing is going to work or not. But anyways, I wonder if we just maybe take a road in here, see if that works. Hopefully, I was kind of hoping this would work a little bit better. Yeah, it's not really liking that if I do anarchy though. Let's kind of line that up there. We'll see if that service vehicle can get back. Let's grab an alley and just see if we can kind of maybe get this to work a tiny bit better. And then, where is the pathing? Let's take that one out. Let's see if it'll somewhat connect to this road somehow. I guess we'll use anarchy there. That's connected. Let's just see where the Let's see if I can just follow the garbage truck and see if it can come back real quick. Is it a new city right now? No, this is the one we were working on the live stream back in the winter before my cat got sick and all that kind of stuff kind of went down. And then, yeah, I'm hoping to launch a new series. Again, I was just kind of mentioning, waiting to see if Ice Lake is doing any updates anytime soon before I dive too deep. Just because with modding, obviously, things will break. So, yeah, I'm just kind of waiting to see if they have anything that they're planning to do here sooner rather than later. But let's grab some coffee. Now let's see if this garbage truck will actually go back to its parking spot or if it's going to get all confused. Oh no, it's connected. So it's definitely following the path that we set out, which is good. And it's going to come back here. Try and park. Let's see. It came back, but it hasn't really dropped its... Okay, I guess the garbage is just going to teleport out or something. Alright, so we know that's somewhat functional. Looks like another one is going to head out and do some collecting. Looks like the the road here is a little weird, but... Okay, so that's working, so that's functional. Good start. Yeah, let's just keep saying that it can't get enough workers, but I don't know. We'll stop moving. That's annoying. Okay. Well, let's kind of work on some of the other details, and then we'll kind of see later if we can fix some of these other issues. We're gonna need some parking. So I think, you know, kind of, I was looking at this recycling center. You know, right in the front, there's kind of it looks like a bit of a office building almost, so that's probably where maybe some of the workers can come in. So we'll go ahead and try and get some parking in here as well. Let's see if we can have that be fairly straight. Maybe we'll do a 52 meter, and then we'll just kind of grab this path here, work our way down and do another one. Most normal driving you've seen from the game. Yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm really, I don't know, I feel like on one hand I've been beating a dead horse, being like, I hope the game gets better. And obviously having the, dropping Colossal Order and switching to Ice Flake, that's some pretty big moves on Paradox's part. You just look at, what games make Paradox a lot of money, and City Skylines is one of them. So I'm sure there's a little bit of incentive for them to sort of, get their shit together on this. So I don't know if I can say that on live stream without getting in trouble, but anyways, would you just please... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was trying to slide these up. Get these a little bit closer, just so we have a bit of a parking lot. And slide this one up as well. What else have you been up to lately, Nomus? How are things over in Norway? I have been rather distracted lately with all the fun things that have been occurring in North America, without going into too heavily of details. So, we'll kind of. Anyways, yeah, fun times happening over here. But let's get this hooked into there as well. So we're gonna have a lot of custom pathing. So we'll kind of have to see how well this this plays out. But at least we'll have parking. I think we'll probably just have a few other sort of roads that go in and out of the facility like that for now. Again, this is kind of really something I maybe should have built in the editor and then just plopped, but you have your studies. What are you studying right now? I should probably try and make this this a little bit better. But yeah, I'm just trying to think if we had maybe like a little, is there like a dumpster prop anywhere? I don't really want to like fishing basket. I know we have some sort of dumpster somewhere that I just don't remember where it is. You've been playing Subway Builder since the weekend and still do CS1. Nice. I was looking at Subway Builder. It looks really, really interesting. There's a trash container. That's kind of small. They're a bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, and we don't have proper anarchy, unfortunately, so... Welcome, Making It Up As You Go vlogs. It's a long name, but thanks for being here today. Yeah, I was just hoping... a UK wheelie bin. I don't know, I have to do my best British accent for that one. Wheelie bin. Yeah, I thought there was a bigger dumpster. There's trash piles. We could probably do some trash piles. Oh, of course, this like just... What if I can just use manipulation mode to kind of fix this? There we go. That was gonna bother me. Not being lined up. That would have been a pain in the butt. Okay, so yeah, let's work on just maybe fixing this up a tiny little bit. So if we go into out of move it and the garbage truck, let's relocate. I just want to turn these around. I think that'll probably help things a little bit better. Okay, and maybe put that there instead. That's not really what I wanted. Try that one again. Yeah, so we'll turn this one around this way. like right about there, and then we'll try and flip the other one as well. Have those here, and then we can kind of keep this as our garbage truck kind of parking area, and then when we want to add more trucks, we can, you know, do that here, which is nice. Again, kind of using some of the customization here. Invisible car path. So I just wonder, kind of making it two-way would be better. I'm gonna run this way, and then connect those up. Yeah, oh, that didn't really go in very well, did it? Okay, let's try that again. Subway Builder is getting close to 1.0, so probably wait to jump in. You can wait, so you just did early access. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, it's good to wait games when they're early access. I don't know. I pre-ordered a lot of like Switch games lately because I was a little more comfortable than you know, my experience with, you know, pre-ordering City Skylines tainted my pre-order experience a little bit, but you know, I'm trying not to let it get me down too bad. I will connect that like that, and then we'll just have this come straight out and be connected there. There we go. Still do very wonky things, but can I delete these sub elements? Apparently not. That's okay. I have the Switch 2, Chris. Some of the games, though, technically were released on Switch 1. They just are compatible with Switch 2, but in terms of like games, I play like mostly Nintendo and then like Japanese RPG games. So some of them, like, it's nice because you can download like the demo. You can play the demo, and if the demo's good, then you know you can keep going. So the best purchase lately was Kirby Air Riders. That one's been a lot of fun. It's like wild. I don't know if you've seen or if you guys are into Nintendo at all, but yeah, it's definitely it's pretty great. I'll say the least. Now I'm forgetting where my now we got net lane surfaces decals. There we go. We need to kind of dirty this up a little bit. Yeah, just got a new PC. Yeah, I picked up like a ton of overtime when the announcement for the Switch 2 came out, so that I could so that I could pick up the Switch 2 right away when it came out. And I mean, that whole pre-ordering thing was a bit of a disaster on its own, but just because yeah, you never really knew if you got the game or not, and then you kind of, or the console, and then I ended up with like double pre-orders because I pre-ordered from two different businesses and I got both. So anyways, okay, I just wonder about, like, I don't know, this is very like clean. I don't know about using like a dirt or maybe like a gravel road. Maybe do I have a net lane that could go? I use like the gravel road one, so I'm just wondering about grunging this up a little bit, you know, up to maybe up into here. I don't want it to look too nice. I thought about getting the Steam Deck, but then I realized most of the games that I play on Steam don't. I don't think it would be very fun to play on the Steam Deck. Like, I don't know. I play a lot of like Timberborn, City Skylines 1 and 2, those kinds of stuff. So I was like, I don't think this is really gonna work out how I would want it. So I used to have these like Chris has a Switch, 3DS, and a Steam Deck. I was also looking at the Steam console, but then the problem I'm starting to run into is kind of a similar thing where it's like, okay, I've got the gaming PC, gaming laptop, Switch 2, Xbox, and a PlayStation, and like my partner also has, you know, similar. So it's like we've got a lot of consoles. I wish I had some better decals. I thought I had more than what I am currently getting, but City Skylines on Steam Deck is a fire hazard. Yeah, that's probably very true. There's also like a City Skylines like Nintendo Switch edition, but I was like, I don't know. I liked it on Xbox, to be honest. Like, I played a lot of Cities 1 on console, so I'm pretty biased when it comes to that. I think it was pretty fun, but let's just put this fence mode and see if I can kind of get this to rotate how I want. I just want to put these in a little faster than I currently am. Really not working out though. That's fine. Just manually place them, I guess. I'm sure all of you signed up to watch me painstakingly just place down stained decals one by one. Oh yeah, I remember Cities VR. Yeah, it looked interesting, but I think, yeah, again, for like optimization, they had to remove a lot of gameplay and feature, and I think it's just like a base game, like there's no DLCs or anything like that available, so I think it would have been, you know, kind of a little bit limiting in what you could you could do, but anyways, try and make this area look a little dirty. Put that there. Yeah, I didn't actually own any Nintendo consoles until I bought the Switch 2. I played a lot of like GameCube as a kid, but couldn't really ever afford to get a console until I bought my first Xbox, but I was already out of university at that point, so I was poor for a very long time, thanks to my career choice and what I wanted to get into for work. But anyways, it's fine. It works now. Can I just get like the driving lines to kind of show up on this as well? Are these gonna show up at all? Is the real question. Can we even see that? I don't think it went on top of that that surface. Net lanes, I think it is. There we go. Yeah, I don't think Nomus and Vanilla City Skylines really goes together. How about this? Does this show up? There we go. Okay, let's use that. Looks a little, you know, gravel, grungy. Yeah, you probably wouldn't have liked it on a console then, because it's very vanilla. There's not a whole lot you can really... They tried to do paradox mods on console, on like Xbox, and obviously it never really worked out because of the Steam Workshop, which sometimes I wonder if that was the main driver for why they decided to do paradox mods with City Skylines 2, which, I mean, again, if you're trying to be nice to the console community, then, you know, obviously that's a nice bonus, but I don't know. Who knows what's happening with a lot of that stuff these days. I don't know how I'm feeling about this gravel surface, but Definitely makes it look dirty. You never had a Nintendo personally, but your friend had a 64. Nice. And then you had a Wii. Yeah, the GameCube was fun. It was my friend in elementary, high school. Played a lot with him when we would hang out, so... I think we need some sort of fence as well around this parking. Definitely something industrial. This is probably going to be my best option. Have those kind of run. I just want angle, I think, for now. Just up to there, I think will do. Making it up as you go says, couldn't afford much growing up. A handheld GamePro for $19 in 1998. Yeah, I remember like buying a video game that was like, I think it was The Sims for PlayStation. And it was like $25, and I remember thinking that was a lot of money back then as well. Alright, well, that's a little grungy kind of looking. I think I just have to double check how our... Okay, so we have some stored, and it's missing a bit of processing speed, so... don't need a hazardous waste facility, is there? Just a... I thought there was gonna be a... Maybe we'll have to have a... It does have some processing speed, but 8 kilograms per month is not really gonna be enough. Now some DLCs are close to that price, yeah. I know, right? I didn't actually end up buying supply chains or... Hey, Maddie. Yeah, I didn't buy supply chains or the other one. I don't know. For where we're at and what I'm currently building, it didn't really make sense, and I did not want to spend the money. They look okay, but I didn't think it was really worth my time yet, so I elected to not buy them. Which I think is the first time in a while that I've not bought a City Skylines DLC when it comes out, but I don't know. I didn't want to spend that kind of money on something that, yeah, just I don't think was really worth it yet. Maybe down the road, if the game ever, like I said, gets, you know, some important fixes done to it, but... okay, so we have fencing, we have a bit of a crude parking lot. Yeah, I had the pre-order with the expansion pass, but that's about it. Honestly, normally with a lot of the other DLCs, I would kind of wait for them to come to instant gaming, and for some reason the City Skylines DLCs have made its way to instant gaming, so I don't know if that also says something about the game, if the places that normally have them for cheap don't even want to stock them, but let's take that right to the end there. And I'm going to extend this driving path, I think, up there as well, just so that they can kind of move around a little bit more. I'm just kind of wondering about this surface, if there's something just a little bit better that I could use. Like right now I have the very dark... how does this medium one look? It's a bit brighter. Oh, let's give it a shot, see what it looks like. And then we can always get it lined up a little bit nicer as well. get that to there. I actually like that a little bit better. It's a bit brighter and looks a little less clean, so I'm going to keep that one. What are our citizens upset about? High crime risk. Interesting. I thought we had a police station. Let's just take a quick look around the city, make sure that I'm not missing anything. Yeah, we do have police. How is this doing? There's only 3 patrol cars, so additional floor space, more. Let that extension, get some more cars going out there. That should hopefully bring up the happiness. High taxes, unreliable mail service, unreliable healthcare coverage. I don't know. They always be complaining in this game about stuff. So, oh wow, 45 minutes in, and I feel like I've barely done anything. Okay, so the service block is still saying it can't get employees, and I don't know why. And then whenever I try to use move it, now everything moves. And if I do relocate, apparently it wants to move everything at place, so that's kind of annoying. So I wonder if I could just hide this in a little building, put like a road up to it or something. If we go like this, okay, it's gonna overlapping with the surface. Okay, well, let's just do this. Let's see what we have for little buildings. Maybe if I could get like a static ploppable office, and then just make it a little like office building, kind of right here. That one's not too bad. Something a little US Southwest might be good for that. These again are little grunge looking buildings. Yeah, we just tuck that one there. And we'll see if